So first, update on my circuits project that is called the Tap Fast and Win. It's a tap game. To build the circuits, the components you will need are 4 10K ohm resistors, 2 NE55 timers, 3 momentary push buttons, 2 0.1 microfarad capacitors, 1 microfarad capacitors, 2 IN4007 diodes, 2 100 ohm resistors, 2 1K ohm resistors, 2 LED lights, and a battery source. Mine was a 9-volt battery. So as you can see, only my components are on and not the wires. I just need to get the wires in and I'm done with the circuit. I had added all the small wires in the places they needed to be, and all that was left to do was add the bigger wires. So here I am just adding every single big wire and at the end I do a test and it completely fails, so that was attempt number 1. On day morning of day 2, I believe I had one LED light working, and then towards the evening, 2 of the LED lights were working, but they were such small modifications that I didn't film it, and I was about to film the end version when I noticed that they were not working anymore. It started out as one not working, then the other one stopped working, so here's me rebuilding everything to see if it's like an inner problem. And here is day 4. This is my 3rd attempt where I completely bought a new kit, everything brand new, and restarted the circuit all over again. And this is the final version. That's the one I actually succeed at the end. Okay, so I'm going to explain a little bit what's going on in the circuit as this is the final version. So these two would be 2 different players. The player 1 would light up the blue light and the player 2 would light up the white light. So what's going on in a circuit point of view, these are both the big brains of the circuit as they are 2 big integrated circuits inside my small circuit. So these, each single pin has its own functionality, which I'll be explaining. So pin number 2 would be the trigger, and inside my circuit, the triggers would be these 2 momentary push buttons as they're small switches that would trigger this machine to work. So as my diodes are connected to the 3rd pin, they would be the output, and that's why they both light up. And this is connected to the 4th pin, which is its functionality is to reset the whole machine, and that's what's going on. So this is a little bit of a copy of this one. So just to explain, this would be the trigger, this would be the output, and this would be the reset button. And that's pretty much it. I could also add the fact that these are the diodes which would make the current flow steadily, and this is my energy source that would feed the circuit. Okay, so this is also day 4. So yeah, this is just me doing the aesthetic of the project, and as you can see, I really went for a arcade game look. I wanted to include the game Among Us as it's a recent game that came out in the App Store, and I wanted to make it themed with that small game. We've been playing it non-stop, so yeah, I wanted to incorporate it in my project. Here is the final product. It looks like an arcade game, which was what I was opting for. So it all starts right down there. You have to plug in the battery so you can unplug it and plug it. So it's pretty easy. And then there's player 1 and player 2, and to play you need 2 players exactly. So then you do like 1, 2, 3, and the player that hits the button first wins. So for example, if player 2 won, the white light would turn on. And that's basically it.